If you learn to manage the thousands which you receive in your hand, you can easily make lakhs, and trust me, crore is not far. Everyone who is paying lakhs as salary to someone has once received thousands as their salary. If you are someone who is earning 20,000 per month and wondering what actually I can do with this, I'll tell you this video is for you. Hello and welcome back to Freedom English channel. This is Sanara. If you're someone who has just passed out of college and started earning, or maybe you passed out of college 3-4 years ago, you just wanted to have a good time, so you relaxed and now you have started working. You're just going for a 9-to-6 job and your salary is 20,000 per month. And you have a big question in your mind thinking, what am I actually going to do with this? This is very low. Then trust me, watch this video till the end and you'll understand that earning 20,000 is such a good thing. So basically in this video, I'm going to show you a calculation, or I would say how you can wisely manage your 20,000 salary. And when you're wisely managing your salary, you can actually build a better financial status, or I would say a better financial stability in your life in future. So you should be ready to sacrifice now. The more you sacrifice and adjust in the young age, or when you have actually started earning, in future, maybe in couple of years, maybe 3 years or 4 years or 5 years, you will be leading a comfortable life and then you will reach luxury. But in order to reach that, you have to struggle now. So in this video, I have taken an example of this. Let us assume an individual is here. He has just passed out of college and his salary is 20,000. He has no education loans and he has commitment towards his family. And this individual, maybe I name him as Ram. Ram has actually migrated from one state to another state and is working there for his living. Not only Ram, anyone who receives their first salary in hand should know this mantra. And I would say should follow this. And that is, income minus savings is equal to expense. Always remember that. It should not be the other way around. When you get your income in hand, you have to save first and then expense. So what we're going to do here first, we have got our 20,000 in hand. Ram has received the salary in the month beginning. So we are going to take some of the amount from that and keep it aside. And it is going to be 1,000 rupees for savings, separate, and 1,200 for emergency fund. Now you will ask me, what is this emergency fund? We have already kept an amount away for savings, right? Why would I need to save something again and name it as emergency fund? I'll give you an answer here, a very simple one. COVID-19, when it actually hit us few years before, so many people lost their job, correct? When they actually lost their job, some of them managed or survived because they had emergency fund in place. Or maybe they actually had a good background. They had their parents who have so much of money, savings and everything on place. But for the people who are actually by themselves, they had emergency fund in place. Now you would have understood, correct? So basically emergency fund is nothing but that will actually give you helping hand during an emergency. Emergency, a crisis, something which is unexpected. And trust me, in life, you should always expect the unexpected. So emergency fund is actually a calculation, I would say, when my expense for a month is 10,000. 6 into 10 is 60,000. And that is my emergency fund corpus. And once I have settled it, I'm well and good. Don't touch it. And then I can move forward, start saving more, start investing more, and maybe start spending more as well. But emergency fund should be on place. So 1,000 for savings and 1,200 for emergency fund. And how much should be the emergency fund? Your 1 month expense into 6 is equal to your emergency fund corpus, and you have to work towards saving it. And then what we are going to do is we are going to start investing. If you ask me why now, why so early, I would say that is the best thing you can do to yourself. And we are going to invest in SIP mutual funds. So power of compounding is going to help us. That is the big gift or secret which you are going to use here, because you are going to invest 2,000, but you are going to invest it for 10 years. Let us just calculate and see how much we are going to invest and how much we are going to get out of it. So now I have opened the SIP calculator. So as we planned, we are going to invest 2,000 and then the expected return, let it be 12%. And the time period which we are going to opt here is 10 years. So basically, we have invested an amount of 2,40,000. An estimated returns is around 2,24,678. The total value which we would get is around 4,64,678. So if Ram actually invests 2,000 in SIP every year for 10 years, this would be a rough amount which he would get. So jumping back to the mantra, it was income minus savings is equal to expense. We got our income of 20,000, we have saved and even invested. And now we are going to spend the expenses. First, we are going to spend the essential ones, and that is insurance. We have to have health insurance on place. Ask me why. What if I save around like 60,000, which means my emergency fund is ready and it is very good. Maybe I can use it for something really important. But if I fell sick and my bill is around 1 lakh, I will take my emergency fund. It is actually an emergency, but listen to me fully. I would take the emergency fund, pay that 60,000, take loan of 40,000 and pay my medical bill. But instead, if I had a medical insurance or health insurance on place, the right premium paid with good amount of coverage for me and my family who are depending on me, then my 60,000, the emergency fund would have been safe and I wouldn't have taken any loan from outside. So, always be clear and clever. Insurance is very important, but trust me, we never give importance to it. We have the 2-wheeler and 4-wheeler insurance because we know we have to pay penalty when the cops catch us, correct? So now, let us be the cops and decide, okay, my company is actually giving me a group health insurance. They give, correct? But the coverage will be too small. So, if you are an individual who is only dependent on yourself and you don't have anyone depending on you, then it's fine. You can actually manage. But if you have a family, mom, dad, your spouse, your children, make sure you have a family floater health insurance on place because anything might happen. And that should not disturb your goals or your dreams or anything, your emergency fund or anything. This is an emergency, but if we play it safe, we can actually save so much here. So, next thing what we're going to do is spend 1,000 on medical insurance or health insurance. It's going to be a monthly premium. The next one, 500 for monthly expenses, which means your shampoo, your soap, or anything you want to buy, 500. Next comes the most important part. Ram has actually migrated from one place to another, so he needs a place to stay, correct? So we will look out for a PG right next to his office. Maybe it is 5,000, 6,000. 6,000 is also fine. He'll be getting 3 times food. Let him stay there. But if Ram argues and says, no, I will pay 4,000 for the PG, but I'm going to stay a little far away. We will tell him, Ram, you will pay 4,000 there, but trust me, you have to spend the money in travel. Maybe a cab or a bus, or if you have a 2-wheeler in petrol. So better you take a PG which is in walkable distance from your office. So you can actually save so much of money and so much of time. And when it comes to PG food, don't say no. Please adjust and eat from PG food. That is what Ram should do. And normally being a guy migrating from one place to another would make too much of friends, correct? New friends. And he wants to shift with them. And he promises that I will shift, but I will cook. I'll eat every day from my house. I'll not spend from outside. And he also adds it's 2,000 rent because 4 of us stay and it's 8,000. It's really good. But trust me, we all know the truth, don't we? We will be tired after our work, so we will eat from outside, and that is going to be an extra expense. We can actually shift to a room, maybe after a year or 2, once we understand the location, the cost of living there, and of course, managing to get a little bit of more money. So, here what we are going to do, we are going to pay 6,000 for PG and 1,000 for petrol. In case if you don't have a 2-wheeler and you don't have expense on petrol, add the 1,000 to your PG and take a lavish room for 7,000. The next thing, we all need to recharge a mobile phone. So 300 for the mobile, data and call for a month, sorted. And then comes the entertainment. I would never say don't enjoy yourself. I would never say don't go out for a movie or don't go out and buy jeans for yourself or a t-shirt or a shoe. You should, because we all are earning money to spend it on us and on our family, to be happy and to enjoy. Not just to work and save the money, invest the money. Who is going to enjoy it? Maybe our next generation will, but at least a part we should enjoy, right? So, every week, lavishly use 500 for entertainment. You can go out for cinemas, or you want to club it together as 2,000 and go out on a solo trip. Go ahead, do it. But your entertainment budget is 2,000 and you should not exceed it. And Ram has his family back in the village. he has to support them. So Ram is going to send 4,000 every month for the family. Family is happy, Ram is happy. The last thing here is, since Ram has migrated from one city to another, actually one state to another, he has to travel and visit his family, correct? At times he might go every month, he might actually make it once in 2 months or once in 3 months. But let him keep 1,000 rupees aside for that. So in case if the money accumulates, he can actually buy sweets and dresses for the kids in his village. He has his aunt's niece and nephew. He can surprise them. Or else, if he's traveling every month, he can use that 1,000. But we should say, Ram, strictly that you are not going to use AC train coach, or you're not going to say, I'm going to use only sleeper AC bus. No, that will not be affordable for us right now. So we will be pre-booking our train, which is the cheapest, safest and comfortable way of transportation. So now basically I've explained everything. So in order to put it short, I'll show it to you in a board, you'll understand it clearly. So we get a salary of 20,000. So what is the mantra? Income minus savings is equal to expense. Savings 1,000 kept aside, emergency fund 1,200 kept aside, SIP 2,000 kept aside. Monthly needs is 500, insurance is 1,000. PG rent is 6,000 along with food, petrol is 1,000, mobile recharge is 300, entertainment is going to be 2,000, family we are going to send 4,000, and travel to native we are going to use train and it is going to be 1,000. So basically this is how the 20,000 is going to be sketched. And one more thing here is, your salary is not always going to be 20. You might get hikes, you will get hikes. You might get incentives, good ones as well. So when you get a lot of money in your hand, do not plan how to spend them. Plan how to save them, how to invest them, and that is important. Okay, let this be on one side. Now, if you tell me 20,000 is not enough, Sana, what do? I will go to Ram and tell him, Ram, do a part-time job. Make sure you make 200 per day for 25 days, let us assume. Not 30 days. 5 days you take off. But 25 days you have to make 200 rupees every day extra, which means you have to have a passive income. Find out if you have a two-wheeler, opt for a Rapido, or maybe Zomato or Swiggy, anything. Or maybe if you're a person who has a skill, teach to kids. Are you good at drawing? Teach. Are you good in English? Teach. You can actually make more money than just 200 per day. And just assuming if you make 200, you will have 5,000 more in your hand, which means 25,000 per month. So what are we going to do with this 5,000? Are we going to go out and spend it? Are we going to do shopping? No. As I mentioned earlier, when you get more money, you plan it wisely so you can actually invest more and save more, because that will make your life comfortable in near future, not even far. But if you have the tendency to spend everything now, we will suffer now and in future. So what are we going to do with this 5,000? We are going to close the 3,000, put it in SIP. So we already had 2,000. 2,000 plus 3,000 is equal to 5,000 SIP every month. And then we have an excess of 2,000 now. We had an emergency fund, correct, of 1,200. Add this 2,000 there, which will be equal to 3,200. So if you're saving this emergency fund, which means 3,200 every month for 12 months, you will be having a corpus of 38,400 end of 1 year. And you have a separate savings of 12,000. Now, let us just calculate the SIP and understand how much we will make if we invest 5,000 for 10 years. So I have opened the SIP calculator again. Monthly investment, we are investing 5,000, which is 2,000 from our 20,000 and 3,000 from our extra income. So expected return, let it be 12%, and the time period is going to be 10 years. So we have invested 6 lakhs and the estimated returns is going to be 5,61,695. So total value is going to be around 11,61,695, and that is a huge amount. So basically, when we decided or when we asked Ram to invest 2,000 SIP for 10 years, he actually approximately made around 4.5 lakh. And then we asked Ram to do a part-time job. Then we said invest 5,000 SIP for 10 years. And now he is actually going to get around 11 lakhs in his hand, approximately, even more, depends. But imagine, let us assume Ram is 21 now. When he's 31, maybe he wants to get married and he is the one who is taking care of himself. Or maybe his parents are not in the state to afford money. He will have this 11 lakh in his hand. Or maybe Ram just wants to go abroad and study. He has 11 lakh in his hand. How did this happen? Because he sacrificed in the place where he actually should have. And the fruit, he has received it in the right age. And now, if I have to add something more here, if he wants to plan for his retirement, which means he can invest the same 5,000 SIP in mutual funds for 30 years. Because he's 21 now, he'll be 51 at that time, and he doesn't want to depend on anyone. Ram wants to be independent. He wants to have his own money. Maybe he wants to go on a world tour with his spouse. He will actually get more than 1 crore returns if he does that. I'll show you. So I'm opening the SIP calculator again. Monthly investment is going to be 5,000. Expected return is going to be average 12%, and time period is going to be 30 years. And the invested amount is 18 lakhs. Estimated returns is 1 crore 58 lakhs 49,569, and the total value which Ram would get in his hand is going to be 1 crore 76 lakh 49,569. Did you see the difference? If Ram has invested 2,000 in SIP for 10 years, he would have got around 4.5 lakhs, which is good. Then, if he has done some part-time and maybe added a little bit more to SIP, 5,000, invested the same 5,000 for 10 years, he would have made around 11 lakh. But if he decided to plan his retirement, or maybe he wants to save more money for his kids, for the next generation, then he has to just invest this 5,000 on one side for 30 years. And that will give him a return of nearly 1 crore plus. And the beauty here is, Ram's salary is not going to be 20,000 or 25,000 forever. No, he will get promoted, he will get hikes, he will get incentives, or maybe he'll start a side business. Anything might happen. So basically, the inflow of cash will increase as our age increases, as we get mature, as we learn so many stuffs. We will learn ways to make money as well. But let that 5,000 be there like that. And you can invest in other places. Diversify. Invest in so many places. Make so much of money. Use it wisely. But in order for Ram to reach that spot where he actually has an ample amount of money in his hand that he can save, invest, spend and do everything lavishly, he has to sacrifice in the very beginning. And that is now when his salary is 20,000. So we have actually understood, just by earning 20,000 now and doing some part-time jobs in the side, we can actually change our life the way we want. All we need is some control. Because all of us, we are humans, correct? When we get money, we get 100 extra, we want to just spend it out. But if you can hold the 100, save it and invest it, trust me, this 100 will become 1,000. And that 1,000 at that time will be a luxury for you. Now, maybe we are struggling, but that's okay. Everyone has struggled. Everyone once has struggled. Everyone has climbed the steps, but they were very clear and clever about what they are doing. So, if you're someone who's earning 20,000 and if you have never managed your money like this, I would request you to give it a try for 1 month. You might feel a little tight. You might feel your hands are tied because you have to stick to your budget. But once you stick to your budgets and once you see your money growing, because you're going to invest through an app, you can actually see your money growing. And once you see your money growing, you need not need any rope or anything to tie your hand. You will be ready to fold your hand and wait for the time when you can actually open your hand and fill it with cash, go out and just shop. If you want to reach that spot, remember, this is the time you should start. So plan your budget accordingly, have a count on every penny that's coming in and that's going out, and make sure you spend it only on necessary stuffs for some time. This some time will actually give you a lifetime luxury. And with this point, I conclude my video. If you like this video, give a thumbs up. If it is suitable to you, please mention in the comment section if it was useful. Give it a try and let me know if it works for you. And as I mentioned, this actually was a scenario where Ram had no education loan, had a salary of 20,000 and had a commitment of family. But on next episodes, we will explore the other situations, which means we can see 20,000 earning, no family commitment, and is staying with the family itself in the house. How can that person utilize the 20,000 because it's only for him or her? And then, if this person has migrated, 20,000 is the salary, but no family commitment. 20,000 can be spent the way he wants or she wants. How should they manage? We will discuss all this in near future. And if you are not subscribed to our channel till now, go ahead and subscribe, because I really don't want you to miss any of our videos because it is going to be very informative. And if you want me to do anything in specific, please go ahead and mention it in the comment section. I'll be really happy to do it. And Freedom app, make sure it is in your phone. I spoke about how you can actually manage your 20,000 salary, correct? If you want to learn how to actually manage the money, how to actually make money, how to invest this, how to double it, how to save it, how to actually borrow money rightly, you should have Freedom app in your phone. Personal finance is going to cover everything on that. If you like farming, if you like business, why are you hesitating? We have 900 plus courses available. Mentors are there. They are going to train you on everything. They have started from scratch and they have reached a level that they are sitting there and telling us, I did so many things and now I'm so successful. I'm a millionaire. I have such a big business. But you know where I started from? Scratch. So all you have to do is listen to all these mentors, select or choose the course which you want, which business you want, which farming you want, and then learn completely about it. Wholeheartedly understand it, implement it, and then change your life the way you want. And first thing now you have to do is manage your 20,000 well. Second thing, install our Freedom app, see what is suitable for you and start learning, because time is ticking and it never stops for us. And with this point, I finish my video. I'll catch you again in the next video. Until then, you guys take care and bye-bye.